In this week's Copy Conversations, we're going to be talking about the Unrelenting Standards schema. As a reminder, children develop coping mechanisms or schemas to survive traumatic events. These coping mechanisms help children survive, but don't necessarily serve us as adults. Keep in mind, we're going to be talking about psychological principles, so we're always talking in the worst case. However, the level that each individual schema affects your market will be different depending on the person and will be more of a range, let's say 1 through 10. Schemas determine how we think, feel, act, and relate to others. They trigger strong feelings such as anger, sadness, and anxiety. And Copywriting 101 says people buy on emotions then justify with logic. That's why stories created using these schemas are so powerful. By understanding your market's primary schemas, you can create a marketing message that resonates on a psychological level. People in your market that suffer from the Unrelenting Standards schema strive relentlessly to meet extremely high expectations of themselves. They place excessive emphasis on status, money, achievement, beauty, order, or recognition, and they do it all at the expense of their own well-being. They have rigid standards they apply to themselves, and as a result, they apply on others, which makes them fairly judgmental. Most likely, they were taught as a child they had to be the best, and nothing they did was good enough. You can identify people suffering from the Unrelenting Standards schema in your market. If they feel like they can't come in second, they have to be the best. They never feel like they're good enough, so they're always striving for more. They tend to be people who want order around themselves and they must look good at all times, whether that be physically or looking good to the boss or their friends. They have no time to relax, maintain their personal relationships, or take care of themselves. It's all about achieving the next goal. When they make a mistake, they feel like they deserve strong criticism. They're highly competitive, and wealth and status are very important to them. Common markets with Unrelenting Standards schemas: beauty, health, finance, pickup. Anything where you're trying to perfect yourself, build wealth and status. Keeping up with the Joneses is a good way to think about it. Stories that work well with them is extreme, almost unachievable results. Keep in mind, you still have to prove it. For example, it's not enough for a 40-year-old woman to have a face like a 35-year-old woman. She needs to have a face like a 25-year-old woman. So you have to up your game. Stories where you tell them how to get ahead of their neighbors, coworkers, friends. And the Unrelenting Standards schema is the secret to your back-end sales. Sell them the bigger advantage than just the front-end product. Here are some examples of copy that works in this market. For example, you have the Motivated Fit course. They're mentioning celebrities in here. Celebrities are great because they are the embodiment of that almost impossible to achieve level of health and beauty and financial gains. Also note on these bullets how the wording they're using, how to develop an unstoppable mindset. Not just a better mindset, but unstoppable. How to eat to fuel a celebrity-style physique. Up here, military mental endurance. It's not enough just to have an upgraded mental endurance. You want that military, that special ops, that level above the average person. Bitcoin Millionaire Master Plan. We're talking about taking a tiny stake and turning it into $3.2 million in 6 months. And here's an example of an upsell. When they bought the letter, they were promised the opportunity to make 27,166% with cryptocurrency. But now they're being offered an entire suite of retirement tools where they can keep their money and make it grow. The retirement plan, how to fund your own worry-free, 100% tax-free retirement, which you're going to need after you make 27,000% on your cryptocurrency. So you kind of get an idea of why this is such a powerful tool for back-end sales. In summary, people suffering from the Unrelenting Standards schema feel that they are never good enough. They strive relentlessly to meet extremely high expectations of themselves. They place excessive emphasis on status, money, achievement, beauty, order, or recognition. What you want to do is sell them the bigger advantage, and keep in mind that this is also the key to your back-end sales. That's it for this week. If you have any questions, you can hit me up over at funnelcopyexperts.com.